After buying and installing the CPU to our PC, either for an Intel or AMD build, we are left with good looking cases. Some people store them, others throw them away, and others leave them as static decorations. Welcome everybody to another session of this channel. For today's example, we are going to convert this Intel Core i9 CPU case into a colorful RGB disco ball. In order to build our disco ball, we need to buy and play around with some Arduino components. But first, we are going to do some coding and build a sketch like this one. The main component that we need is an Arduino board, as you see here in black. This one has pin connections that need to be programmed. This will allow a series of RGB lights to blink at a certain sequence. In the Arduino program, you will see two sections: the void setup function section and the void loop function section. The void setup function section will contain the coding of the pin's output. We will code for pin 13, pin 5, pin 4, pin 3, and pin 2. For the RGB lights, the void loops function section will have delay sequences of 1000 in between each pin, but you can configure it however you like. When done, save this file and export it to the Arduino Uno. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the components. As mentioned before, we need an Arduino cardboard. This one right here is the Arduino Uno R3+, but you can get whatever model you want. Then, we need to have the cabling, the breadboard, and the RGB lights. Let's now go ahead and connect everything together. After connecting everything up, let's plug a USB cable to the Arduino board and see if the RGB lights work well. So everything works as expected. Let's now disconnect the power and mount everything to the Intel Core i9 case. To do this, just place the Arduino and the breadboard in the bottom part of the case. Make sure to place them carefully so our connection doesn't get messed up. We can now proceed to install the power cord. Before we install the top part of the case, we need to have open already a hole on the bottom part of the i9 case in order to avoid a gap in between. Once this is done, proceed to install the top part of the i9 case. Don't forget to install the branding wrapping frame and put some tape on it so all the parts stay together. The main idea is to have our case look similar to a disco ball. Before we see each other on the next session, let's finish this this tutorial by putting the case into action. Please don't forget to subscribe and give a thumbs up.